Welcome back. I'm Colzo. Good to see you. I thought I would do a quick sketchbook tour and show you a bit of what I've been working on. So I've got two sketchbooks on the go. They're both Seawhite of Brighton. This one is a watercolour journal. So the paper in it's watercolour, and this one is a all media cartridge paper sketchbook. Excuse me. Neither of my sketchbooks are 100% perfect or anything like that. They have a lot of unfinished work or work that is me just working out things, but there is some illustrations in here which are finished. So I use a mixture between pencil, watercolour, ink, gouache. I really do a range of things, but this is, nicely decorated, a couple of minions, whatever. So first page, I was using metallic watercolour, just experimenting, making marks. And then this is some swatches. I'd got some cute washi tape, so I made some swatches here of those. This one is just a bit of abstract work. It's available in my Redbubble shop, which I'll leave a link down below to my shop and you can have a browse if you like. This is a Christmas cactus, and just trying to improve my hand lettering. This is a seascape made with watercolour and ink. Testing media here, just testing my pens and seeing what happens. Here I started thinking about Christmas in June. One of the unfinished illustrations. More metallic. Back to the Christmas again. And then this is my dog. I painted. This is Sandy, and I painted her using watercolour and ink. I really like this illustration, so I did it's something similar a few times. This is a dog that I found just on the internet. Some cacti. Really like this illustration. It is quite long. If I can work out how, I'll insert the scanned image of it. I was trying to work out, because this is the first time I've used this brand of sketchbook with the watercolour paper. So this was trying to see what my watercolour pencils would do on the paper. This is with gouache. This was a sunrise and a sunset that didn't get finished. Back to church after lockdown. This was just practicing making some patterns, testing out some new pens to see how waterproof they were. Excuse me. This is my stuffed cat, C for cat. And then this is a caricature of Matt Smith as Doctor Who. Just playing with colour here, making some bright illustration. Some grids. Another grid. This is quite popular in my Redbubble shop, and I quite like it as well, actually. Practicing some more lettering. Galaxy made with watercolour. And an illustration of a portrait. Wrong way. More watercolour. Just practicing mixing colour theory. Tried something a wee bit different on this one, and I'm not the biggest fan of what happened here, so I think I didn't bother finishing it because I wasn't enjoying the color scheme. View through the window, looking through the beach. Really like this. So this is a sketch I made in ink of my local area, so my church, there's a hotel, a couple of landmarks, yeah, and it's all within that sort of messy circular shape. Some more abstract watercolour and ink. Excuse me. Then this is Rosie. A friend had seen the other two that I had painted and asked about me doing her own dog on like a notebook or something from Redbubble. So this is the illustration, and it's now available to the public to buy as well. A bit more hand lettering. This was with Inktense blocks. I haven't worked out how to use them properly yet, so I keep coming back to them. More Christmas stuff here. This was a Draw This in Your Style for Ko-fi. Some pastel gouache rainbows. And then I tried it again over here. Yeah. And then a bit more abstract. Then this became one of my Christmas cards. And I think, yeah, that's it for this sketchbook. Just sort of testing on to see how the paper holds up to various media, you know, so permanent marker, watercolour, ink. Yeah, so that is the end of this sketchbook. And then the other one is this one, and again, stickers, just decorating it, mainly because I forget which side, with these ones, which way is the way up, because the back and the front, they look the same. So more swatching of washi tape. Got some pretty Christmas ones to send out my orders with. And they've got like a metallic to them. The first page, this was just ordinary Crayola marker, I think. Nothing exciting. There's a lot of sort of illustrating faces in this one. This was ink and water soluble ink. Cactus. Yeah. Another cactus. And again, these are done with mixed media. So this is gouache, ink, Inktense. Yeah. This was discovering, as you can see here, I was discovering that the paper didn't like being wet doesn't like being overly wet. So on this page I tested that out, and I was able to do 8 layers of gouache on it before it started to cause me any problems. Scribbling. Playing again with that idea of the pastel rainbow. Some sunflowers, just in ink. Playing with some ink here again. This was made with Arteza woodless watercolour pencils and some fine liners. Christmas, so like a stick of cinnamon, orange, hollies. Yeah, playing with watercolour again here, and then and then adding ink on top. Christmas and Christmas. This was, I'm not really sure. I think he looks like the guy from Blues Brothers. This was more watercolor, pearlescent watercolor, metallic watercolors. These are studies from I Get By with a Little Help from My Friends, which was illustrated by Henry Cole, based on the song by the same title. So these were some of the direct studies from that. And then this again is another one of those. It's a direct study from that book. Tried to draw a sort of realistic Christopher Eccleston, but it didn't turn out as planned here, but that's alright. Then I tried again and gave up because, you know, nothing wrong with that either. This is a bit of watercolour, ink, just sort of playing. And I'm getting closer here to what my Christmas card would be. My other Christmas card. This I really like. It's not my usual style. It's manga, I don't know how to pronounce it. It was a bit different. It's watercolour and ink, and I had fun doing it. This was, I'm not sure what that is, just ignore. This was water soluble graphite. And again, we're getting closer to what the Christmas card's going to be here. And this is the Christmas card, or the Christmas card concept. Actually, this is the closest to the design that I went with. I tried it with colour and didn't like it, so went back to the one on this page. Trying out brush lettering with my water brush and some watercolour. I quite like this quote: "Courage, brother, do not stumble, though the path be dark as night. There's a star to guide you, the humble. Trust in God and do the right." I quite like that. Practicing with my calligraphy pens to see how what kind of marks they make. And then I like this song as well. This was getting a composition for a commission. I really like how the final piece came out, but I needed to spend the time just working it out on in my sketchbook first. So it starts on this side and then goes here, this one. This was trying to draw a house I'd seen from memory, because I hadn't taken a photo. And then this was what was next. And then this is what I did. And then what else have we got? A friend asked me to paint her stone, so that's that. Then this is acrylic. I don't like how this one turned out. There is a different version in another sketchbook which turned out better. I had a lot of fun with these. I think this guy's really cute. And then some more ink and watercolour drawing. Then this is... I watched a documentary on Maggie Hambling and really enjoyed it. She talks about making your work your best friend, and in the documentary she did some drawing with ink. So this was done with ink and a palette knife. And then this is another one that starts here and goes here. So this was a collage of just cutting out paper and seeing what shapes it could do. And then this one reminded me of a carrot, so I painted some rainbow carrots. This is a cactus who was going to become something, but then I decided that I didn't like him. And I did it on paper just to try it and see. And then was going to make him some cacti friends, but I didn't overly like the composition of them. Some glittery gel pens. Excuse me. This is Bernard Cribbins, who played Wilfred in Doctor Who. Challenged myself to do a more realistic pencil drawing, and I quite like it. Having a look at stamps and just playing with some stamps to see how they turned out. Yeah. And that is the end of my 2 sketchbook tours. Thank you for joining. If there's any of the work that you've enjoyed and you liked, do press like on the video, and if if you get a chance, have a look at my Redbubble shop, and I'll have the link somewhere. It's usually in my bio on Instagram. Yeah, thanks for coming by and watching and enjoying the art. And I will see you again soon. Bye.